Hey there, Lakers. Coming up on Laker TV, we'll have a recap of this year's Grand March, students being prepared to compete in regionals this weekend, and we cover teens and sex on a focal point with a little Laker TV commentary to go along with it. All that and more is coming up next on Laker TV. Prom 2016 at Callaway County was something that its participants are sure to remember. The dresses were gorgeous, the food was delicious, and the crowning of prom king and queen is always exciting. Around 100 couples attended the dance, and all of them looked stunning. Several prom goers stayed and made the dance a lot of fun. Our 2016 prom court was elected and consisted of 6 girls and 6 guys who were in the running for prom king and queen. The winners of these titles were seniors Holland Tetrov and Alex Arnett. Congratulations to those two and the rest of the prom court. Hey everybody, welcome to Laker TV, and welcome to our guest host here, Mr. Smith, English teacher here at CCHS. Mr. Smith, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
So how long have you been teaching here at Callaway?
This makes 23 years.
Has all of them been good, or?
Most of them. I've only been at Callaway since 2000 though.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Smith, I got some really great news to report today. The Kentucky High School Journalism Association announced yesterday that Callaway County High School has won the Grand Champion Award in this year's statewide competition. That's based on how successful our yearbook, newspaper, and TV programs were in their individual contest categories. And apparently, we were very successful. We don't have enough time to mention every individual student who placed in the category, but we do want to point out that the Laker Review newspaper finished second in the running for the first 2A Excellent Award. And Laker TV repeated as the Broadcast Excellence Award winner for another year. What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty awesome.
We're doing something right here, I guess. Okay, Mr. Smith, it's your turn, so look right at that camera and let her rip.
If you still haven't gotten your mother anything for Mother's Day yet, the 2016 FFA Plant Sale is the best place to look. Reporter Tyler Woods sat down with Mr. Falwell to discuss the details of this event. Take a look.
This Saturday at the Murray State Greenhouse located off of Hickory Drive here in Murray from 8 to 12, our greenhouse class will be having a plant sale in conjunction with the Murray State's plant sale that they have each year. Since it's Mother's Day on Sunday, we felt like May 7th would be a great time to have our sale. As many know, we're not able to have the plant sale on our campus this year, and Murray State was kind enough to open up their greenhouse. Our students have been going there occasionally and working, and we will be selling in conjunction with them on that day. Obviously, our plant selection is not what normally we would have. We've relied on community donations, and we purchased some plants at wholesale prices in order to then sell them back to our customers at retail. We're also going to have a second plant sale on May the 14th, so we plan on having enough plants for 2 days of sales.
Speaking of Mother's Day's gifts, are you wondering what to get that special woman in your life? Well, we went around and asked some moms here at CCHS what their idea of a perfect gift would be.
What would be the perfect Mother's Day gift?
Spending time with my family, my children home, and that's all going out to eat.
I would say something that my little girls made off of Pinterest or in Sunday school class. I love any kind of homemade letters or artwork for my kids.
Time with my kids because they're all gone. They live everywhere and I miss them.
A big hug and a lot of candy.
Perfect Mother's Day gift would be to spend the day with my girls and my little grandson.
I would like lots of snuggles and kisses from my cat and my guinea pig.
I hate cats, but that's okay.
That package makes me really appreciate my mother. What are you going to do for Mother's Day, Mr. Smith?
I'll send my mom some flowers, hopefully get home to see her. And then for my wife, I'll help my daughters pick out something for her.
That sounds pretty cool. Coming up after the break, a look at a certain doctor. No, Dr. Awkward's not coming up, so don't worry. A recap of the softball game last night, and another Laker TV focal point.
Don't go anywhere, Lakers. We'll be right back.
Don't miss today's episode of Dr. Bill.
So you say Mr. Falwell wants to kick you out of his horticulture class, right? And you don't have any idea why. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't just ride in on a turnip truck this morning. Well, come to think of it, maybe it was a turnip truck at one time.
And next time on Dr. Bill.
It's my girlfriend, Dr. Bill. She won't talk to me more. What do I do?
You do realize I'm an ag teacher, right?
But you're a doctor. You've got to know something at least.
Have you tried putting molasses in her feed trough?
Don't miss Dr. Bill later today on this channel.
How much later?
A lot later. Don't stay up.
Every year, the Callaway County Laker Band hosts a car wash. This helps raise money to help finance their show and other expenses. This year's car wash will be taking place at 2 locations this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Captain D's and Sirloin Stockade. Donations are gladly accepted and are greatly appreciated. So make sure to come out Saturday to support the Laker Band and have your car all nice and clean.
Last night, our Lady Lakers softball team came from behind late in the game to knock off visiting Graves County. One of the heroes of the game was Annabeth Carter. Check out from the Callaway Live broadcast last night.
Take a bigger lead. And she hits it out. This is going to be somebody's going to tag. And the ball is left field. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. And a 2-run double by Annabeth Carter. The sophomore comes through when needed.
The Lakers won that game 3-1, and if you'd like to see the game, watch for it on Saturday on WCSD Cable TV or go to our website at CallawayLive.com. This weekend will also be very big for the Laker tennis team as they will be competing in the regional tournament. Sophomore Logan Eastwood and senior Lily Swain have been dominant all year long, and they hope to make an impact on the region. Reporter Mallory Halava gives us a closer look.
The Lady Laker and Laker tennis team have worked hard all season long for this year's regionals. Although this year has been a building season, a couple of players have encountered quite a bit of success. Logan Eastwood, a sophomore and the 1 seed for the boys, tells us just how he is preparing for this weekend and what he hopes to accomplish.
For team regionals, we're doing a lot of practice. Like since I'm singles, all I'm doing is playing singles right now. And we just got done with the Roughton tennis camp in McCracken County. My goal is to beat Graves because, I mean, they're Graves County and we always want to beat Graves County.
Senior Lily Swain, the 1 seed for the girls team, says that her goal is to advance as far as possible in the tournament. She says her biggest competitor for her is McCracken County. And as you can expect, regionals can be quite nerve-wracking. Logan explains who his biggest competitor is and how he plans to shake off his pregame jitters.
Probably Davis Roughton. He's 12 years old. And he beat me twice. Well, just listen to some Taylor Swift and shake it off, you know.
For Laker TV, I'm Mallory Halava.
According to a report released last week, the nation's falling teen birth rate saw an even bigger drop over the past decade, with dramatic declines amongst Hispanic and Black teens. Shauna Cox of the CDC Division of Reproductive Health says teens are having less sex, and among the teens who are having sex are using more effective methods of birth control. But as we learn in today's focal point about teen sexual activity, there's more to worry about than getting pregnant or contracting an STD.
Sexual activity in teens is a hotly debated topic, and a topic many that have differing views on. Even with both sides of the topic, there are many negative effects that sexual activity can have on teens. The physical effects are enough to show. Teen pregnancy is at an all-time high and causing problems for teens across the globe. Imagine the stress of caring for a child while you're still learning to care for yourself independently. There's also the danger of contracting a sexually transmitted disease. According to Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance data, nearly half of high school students have engaged in sexual activity. 1 in 4 teens contract a sexually transmitted disease every year, 51% girls, 49% boys. Even with these startling facts, this doesn't account for the emotional attachment a person experiences with their partner and the emotional baggage they must carry afterwards. The body releases hormones that allow for the pleasure of sex, but this makes the body feel attached to that person in a stronger way than just a boyfriend or girlfriend. We decided to find out more on the hot topic of sexual activity in teens by checking in with the school nurse. Nurse Vicki Williams, who has been studying the effects of sexual activity in teens, tells us how sexual activity can sometimes affect a teen's mentality.
Well, of course, it's going to affect their state of mind. Many teens who engage in premarital or early sexual activity as a teenager, even preteens, feel guilty. They're made fun of. It affects their reputation.
She also speaks on many of the physical dangers of sexual activity.
Say they got pregnant, to carry a baby at a young age is very hard on the body. And also, there's the serious danger of STDs, of contracting STDs. They have increased, they're on the rise now. There's so many more.
And of course, there's the serious danger of contracting STDs.
There are things that cannot be cured, which we all know about AIDS, HIV, any syphilis, gonorrhea, none of that is able to ever be cured, and I don't expect there ever will be a cure.
Williams' biggest concern for teens engaging in early sexual activity is that they don't think of the consequences to come.
And I don't expect there ever will be a cure, but so it's very serious, and I don't think that in the moment teenagers realize the impact, the lifelong impact. And even if if there was a teenager who were to get pregnant and they had an STD as well, that can affect the baby, unborn and after birth as well.
These are only a few of the facts on sexual activity. We urge you to research yourself and find out more on this topic and find your own opinion. This has been Jake Hunter on Focal Point.
Many seniors are already reflecting on their time here at Callaway County High School. Memories they want to remember and memories they wish they would have forgotten. Our own senior staff member Lindsay Stairs reflects her high school career in just 2 minutes.
Does this look all right? I need someone on teleprompter. Philip! Teleprompter! Hi, I'm Lindsay Stairs. Awesome extraordinaire senior at Callaway County High School, where you're here currently. Why are we here? We've made it out of middle school. All of us have made it out physically, and about 25% of us have made it out mentally. Now we must face the beautiful world of teenage rebellion and angst. Everything changes now, from dates without your parents to bullying, which has gone from physical to psychological. You now get sex ed, or rather the lack of, as it is solely made up of STD photos and abstinence. And instead of condoms, you get the cute rubber bracelet that tells you not to reproduce. Shout out to Ms. DeVos. Then everyone wonders why so many kids are getting pregnant. They make jokes about how it runs in the water, but that leaves me to wonder. What exactly are people doing to those water fountains? Basically, your high school career plays out like this. As a freshman, you slack off and mess around. Sophomore year, you get a little more serious, but still act like a child. Junior year, you finally realize that if you don't get your crap together, you'll never leave this place. And senior year is usually a mix of real-world anxiety and laid-back zen. Basically, the before and after of my morning meds. There are a few things that don't change, however, like bad food, stupid people, and the constant pressure not to fail and pick something to do for the rest of your life. I wouldn't worry too much, though. After all, you only have to get good grades, have a social life, stay out of any kind of trouble, don't show your shoulders, don't show your thighs, obey everyone who's older than you, get a job, get a car, please your parents, be happy, be funny, be pretty, be cool, date people, not too many and not too few, Don't be that person. Do extracurricular activities. Do extracurricular activities. And get 8 to 10 hours of sleep at night. It's not that hard. You just have to get a good therapist and you'll be fine. You can cut that now.
Well, that commentary sure was eye-opening, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job and they hit it on the head.
I don't think I'm going to drink out of that water fountain again. So you did pretty good anchoring today. Do you have anybody else you want to see anchor?
I think some of the other teachers ought to get up here and give it a shot. I mean, this is a pretty eye-opening experience, and you know, it's more difficult than you think. You know, everybody thinks, well, it's easy to read, but when it's on the teleprompter and it's just going and you have to keep up with it and you start getting a little tongue-tied, it can be quite intimidating. But the staff here does a great job, even the ones behind the scenes, so it's pretty impressive, actually.
Do you have anybody you want to call out?
I would say probably Mr. Jarrett or Mr. McDaniel, or maybe get Miss DeVos in here before she retires.
That'd be a great idea. Well, that's it for today's Laker TV. And I'm very proud of you today, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Well, and if you did something bad, I wouldn't say anything because I have a final coming up in your class.
That's okay. I accept monetary bribes. You know that.
I do, very well. How passed your class so far?